Good morning. Welcome to Ramblings with Joe. I'd like to talk politics this morning because, I didn't sleep very good and I'm in kind of a sour mood. And what better time to talk about politics than when you're in a sour mood? And not specifically, just kind of in general. We're not addressing any of the problems in today's politics. We are not addressing the problems of today's politics. We're just throwing hands. The two-party system, the two parties that are the same coin, just different sides, have convinced both of their party members to argue with each other and not solve any problems. And I have some examples written down that I thought I'd go over. President Trump, obviously, this is the most recent one. President Trump enters a war. Wars Powers Act allows it to happen. So the idea is the Democrats are very upset that he's done this and they're calling it illegal. The War Powers Act was enacted. The idea that all we're going to do is scream President Trump is a jackass and what he did is wrong and not address the problem. That's kind of where both parties are. Let's argue with each other and let's not actually solve a problem. What really needs to happen is the War Powers Act needs to be reformed, at least reformed, if not repealed entirely. The Democrats created an illegal alien problem during the Biden administration. I know, don't blame Biden. I'm not. I don't think he was really cognitive during his administration. I don't think that he was the person to blame. I believe that the Democratic Party and the people, his handlers, if you will, they're to blame. They're the ones that caused it. So I think the latest figure is 10 to 15 million now, illegal aliens in the country. So the Democrats want you to be very angry at ICE. I saw a picture of the State of the Union address where one of the senators was wearing a button that says, "Fuck ICE." That's not very senatorial. I kind of look at that like these people are serving our country, kind of like our military, and they are the tool that the president is using to solve this problem. Being very angry at ICE is akin to being angry at our troops, in my mind. They have a job to do, and the perimeters of that job are set by the president. So the president has really, put his foot down on this immigration thing, except he hasn't. The truth is that the Obama administration deported a whole hell of a lot more people, illegal aliens, than the Trump administration. So it was okay when Obama did it. It's not okay when Trump does it. Again, they've got you arguing with each other instead of trying to figure out how to solve the problem. As far as the Democrats go, because their party leadership has told them what they need to do is fight ICE and stop the deportation, the members of the Democratic Party are just they're towing the party line. So there is that. President Trump puts tariffs on specific countries to try and bring jobs and manufacturing back to America. The Democrats fight him tooth and nail. It ends up in a court battle, and the court battle takes the route that all court battles do and ends up in the United States Supreme Court. The president loses. So all those tariffs now, the companies now have to be repaid, something to the tune of $170 billion. Now, those tariffs were handed down to the end user, and the end user is anybody that purchased a product or a service from those companies that the tariffs are now going to be refunded to. Are those companies going to refund that money to the end user? No. The end result is, apparently, the Democrats are now the big business party, which isn't a whole lot different than it's not a whole lot different than the Republican Party. As I said, same coin, different sides. The problem isn't the parties being pitted against each other. The problem is the party's constituents being pitted against each other by both parties who are really after the same thing. As far as illegal aliens go, that's cheap labor for the Republicans, and for the Democrats, it is votes and House members. So I don't know how else to point out to anybody that would hear this podcast that you're being played. Both parties are getting what they want, and you're getting nothing. I'm going to get ready for work, and then I'm going to go to a job that I enjoy. I hope that you all have a job that you enjoy. I hope that you have a job. I hope that you find peace, love, and dream. Until next time, shalom.